Reminds you a little bit of the Sound of Music. Makes you want to just... Maybe cut the last bit.
What, the bit where you tripped or the bit where you started singing?
I think all of the bit, yeah.
I'm Jack, a director, filmmaker, and environmentalist. And I'm headed out of the concrete jungle that I call home for a series of wild weekends.
I will be going naked though, is that a problem?
Not at all.
Great.
Canopy and Stars will be putting us up in tree houses, beach huts, and cabins, along with pointing us in the direction of some of the UK's best hidden gems, all just a few hours from London.
6-year-old me would be so excited by this.
This weekend, we're off to Herefordshire, a county hugging the Welsh border, home to the Wye Valley, endless green rolling hills, and most importantly, cider.
Did you get that?
My style of packing is something I've honed over years of travelling, and I call it panic packing. Cap, black cap, if it's just more of like a relaxed vibe, less an adventure. Very important to have a beanie.
Sorry, how many hats are you bringing in total? 3?
Well, actually 4, because there's another. Is if you really want to go for the kind of like cowboy.
Oh yeah, you're rocking that.
Is this what people wear in Herefordshire? After a bit of a slow start, packing the world's biggest suitcase into the world's smallest car, we were off.
Yeah, we're on the road, baby!
We left the sunny city and immediately hit the country rain. Ah, how lucky. But we wouldn't let the weather spoil anything. Here's me laughing, just to prove it. I love living in the city. Born and raised in London, it's what I've known my whole life. But for me, it's also about escaping the city, hitting the road with the electric car, sitting in a service station, waiting for it to charge. And receiving some help from a good Samaritan.
On mine, there's like a button you push.
Clearly, I still don't know how to use it.
Push that button.
Thanks so much. Have a nice day.
Eventually, we were back on the road with our treehouse in sight.
Wow. We've arrived at said treehouse. And the sun's just beginning to set. And I can smell the fresh country air and I can hear the birds, which means the adventure begins. Hello!
As usual, I'd arrived fashionably late, which meant that there was only time for a quick nosy around the property, which I'm told was entirely built by hand.
Genuinely amazing craftsmanship.
Then it was on to the evening's festivities.
Genuinely, I had one of the best night's sleep I've had in a long time.
Genuinely, actually.
Like, genuinely, it was a good night's sleep. There's no sound of cars or sirens or beeping horns. What sound?
Thanks, man.
Thank you, darling.
This is nice, isn't it? Like, I know it's sort of cliche, but this is exactly what you want, isn't it? Just sun shining, birds singing, no other sounds. Time for breakfast, I think. Here we go, mate.
After a very original breakfast of avocado on toast, we were off to meet Andy and Will, who were going to take us canoeing down the River Wye.
Jack, nice to meet you. Thanks, man.
Having been clipped into a life jacket within 30 seconds of arrival, I was enlisted in a safety briefing sufficient for a 3-week expedition down the Nile.
Using the lower back, and that's the most efficient paddle stroke. Digging at the front and a wide sweep between our forward stroke, the paddle's going to be there.
Once I'd grasped the fine aspects of canoe steering and oarsmanship, I could turn to the more pressing issue at hand.
I need your thoughts on the hat. What do we think about the hat? Is it a Herefordshire look?
He looks like how my girlfriend would want me to look.
You like an actual practical man. I look like I want to be a practical man, but I'm not actually.
Entering the boat like a true professional.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go.
And feeling like Jack Sparrow Harries on his maiden voyage, we set off.
Yeah, now we're talking. Now this is some proper canoeing. It's gorgeous. I sort of wouldn't think this is the UK, honestly, if you just dropped me in here. Oh, it's so beautiful. I feel like I might relocate to the River Wye.
Turns out canoeing is about as relaxing as it gets. And after some final adjustments from Captain Will,
You can see my paddle is more here, and yours is a little bit here.
we arrived safely back on solid ground.
You're a lead roll. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hungry from canoeing, we stopped at a local shop with a very fancy vending machine.
Freshly squeezed lemon juice, cheese, flapjacks, box of hand-picked apples from an orchard in a vending machine. Apple pies. There we go.
We picked up some supplies for dinner and headed back to the treehouse.
And cut to a wide shot of me walking out of the shop, having just bought the ingredients.
Deep in the woods, 5 minutes from our treehouse, is an incredible off-grid woodworking space
Nice to meet
full of
you.
hand tools, chickens, and talented folk like Yoav, who'd be throwing me in the deep end for the next 2 hours.
Whack it down.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
That's it.
For reference, the aim of this workshop is that we're going to turn that into this. I don't think I'm very natural. It's like all those years of being told to like point the blade away from yourself, and suddenly this man is making a terrible mistake of trusting me with a very sharp blade.
Some safety steps from Yoav firmly in place. A spatula seemed to be taking form, and everything was very, very satisfying.
Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, it feels so satisfying. So satisfying, isn't it?
First spatula. Looks really good.
I have the master's sign off.
I left Yoav in his woodworking paradise to head down the track to the on-site cidery, run by Susanna and cider dog Joey.
All the fruit is grown super locally, so most of it's from Herefordshire.
Wow.
Some's actually from the farm as well. People are really starting to recognise the value that cider has. When you compare it to the wine industry, which is huge,
Yeah.
we're tiny in comparison to that. But I think that's part of what actually makes cider quite interesting. You know exactly where it comes from. It's fruit that's grown in this country, and it's a huge part of our heritage.
It's making me thirsty. I feel like we should try some.
Me too. Let's go.
Let's do it. The most TV moment you've ever done in your life.
As we headed out to quench our thirst, I suddenly realised this civilised business of cider tasting quite suited me. I am Jack, cider taster extraordinaire.
Wow. Yeah, it's like peachy, it's sweet. It's really smoky. I'm getting a bit of candle wax, but in a nice way.
Yes. That's the old man and the bee.
To the old man.
Feeling very happy with my purchases,
Delicious.
we walked back home to begin making dinner.
Welcome to the pizza making station.
7 out of 10.
It's really nice that. That's true.
He's never made pizza before.
Yep, it's true, I've never actually made pizza before. Unlike woodworking, it turns out I'm a bit of a natural.
Sorry, is that your first time?
That looks so good. I am a happy boy. It's a vegan pizza. It's homemade. We're in our cabin in the woods with friends.
That needs some cheese.
100 pizzas and a few too many ciders later, we ventured off to check out the film selection at the property's very own Woodland cinema.
It feels weird to hold a DVD. I haven't held a DVD in literally years. Grease, the 40th anniversary edition. La La Land, Fight Club. Don't know whether you ring it up. An all-time classic. Chicken Run. Watch it.
Yeah.
Chicken Run.
Popcorn.
What a way to end a weekend. Chicken Run. A film full of life lessons. The importance of escaping with friends. Of letting go of things that have been holding you back. And ultimately, getting into nature and living the good life.
It's a great film. Guys?
I'm here. I'm filming you. Jack,
Oh, there you are.
I'm in front of you.
There you are. What a movie that was. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I had my back to it the whole time filming you, but apart from that, I loved it.
Well, that's the end of the video. Thanks for joining me on my wild weekend with Canopy and Stars, and if you want to stay at a treehouse, canoe down a river, make a spatula out of wood, or finish the day with a cider tasting and chicken run, then head over to canopyandstars.co.uk.